Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is Super Bowl Sunday, but first it is CAG Cup Sunday, as the 1-0 Baltimore Crabs will take on the 1-0 Minneapolis Maulers in the first ever game between two CAG SFL owners. Hello and welcome to Wolfram and Hart Stadium. I am your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. The Baltimore Crabs today wearing their silver alternates, just in case you thought you were going colorblind. Baltimore and Minneapolis for the right to go to 2-0 and atop the SFL standings. It's right around the corner. Coin toss is even closer. So an interesting strategy from Minneapolis. They will kick the football. And from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Maulers and the Crabs are underway from the 9. Baltimore on the return up to the 27-yard line. First down, Crabs. "17 degrees, it's hot here in Minneapolis. It feels like 4. Partly cloudy skies, no snow in the forecast. The Crabs begin first and 10 on the 27 with Mike Dazzo, their quarterback, out of the shotgun. And Dazzo will drop the pass on his first throw. A wide open Nick T. Quick. Oh, they said he was out of bounds. Did not get the foot in, incomplete, and that's bad timing from Dazzo and Quick, because Quick was all by himself. That would have been an easy 4 or 5 yards, if not more, and it brings up second down at 10. Two wide receivers and 2 backs in the backfield for Dazzo. Second play from scrimmage this afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday. The handoff is a toss to Elliott Snyder on the right-hand side. Snyder has some space and picks up 6. It'll bring up a third down and 4. Baltimore in the road, navy blue helmets, white jerseys, navy blue pants with the, silver pants with the navy blue numbers and the silver and blue trim, alternate uniform day for the Crabs. Minneapolis in the home, yellow helmets, red jerseys, yellow pants, yellow numbers. And the handoff goes to Snyder on the left-hand side. That is a Baltimore first down to the 39-yard line. So the Crabs, with back-to-back runs from Elliott Snyder, move the chains and keep the offense on the field. This is a battle a long time coming. The Crabs are 9-0 in the regular season all time. T. Paternity, otherwise known as Thomas Paternitti, the former coach at Baltimore. There's a penalty marker. The pass falls incomplete as Dazzo was hit, and I believe he hit a lineman. I stand corrected. It's a holding call on the Crabs. It pushes them back to the 29-yard line. Stuber is called for that hold. So first down and 20 yards to go for Baltimore. First penalty of the day. And now 5 wide receivers on first and long. 5 in the box for the Mauler defense. Dazzo back to pass down the right-hand side. It's knocked away. Excellent defense by Graham on the right-hand side, and it's second and long. And Mike Dazzo starts the game 0 for 2. Minneapolis's defense includes the Gatlin brothers. Jeb Gatlin, number 52. Billy Joe Gatlin, number 45, at linebacker and strong safety, respectively. Also outside linebacker, number 54, Bradford Unsicker. Free safety, silver 23, Koma Kaleka. And the corner at the top of the screen guarding Nick Quick for most of the day is Mike Sudelovich, number 24. Dazzle on 2nd and 20 goes deep down the field. It is tipped and intercepted. And a nice spin move in the open field. Returns the ball to the 29. First down, Maulers. It's Koma Kaleka with the pick. And Dazzo starts 0 for 3 with an interception. And a great opening possession by the Mauler defense. And a beautiful return by Kaleka on top of it. So the Maulers offense in good shape. The Baltimore Crab defense without Eddie Gage today, out with a calf injury. They'll have to rely on free safety Joel Lynn and cornerback Kenneth Lyons to carry that load. Pass is caught. A gain of 5 yards. And it brings up 2nd down and 5. The strong safety taking Eddie Gage's place today is Davis Bickerstaff. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion from Marconi to the Crab 24. 2 receivers top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield, and Marconi will drop to throw. Marconi pump fakes and throws a wobbler for a first down to the Crab 13-yard line. That is James Cooley on the reception. And Minneapolis is quickly in the red zone. Joe Dazzo went the entire week last week without an interception. For the first half, at least. 1st and 10 for the 13. Marconi swings it outside. That pass is caught by Cooley. Turn to the corner. Oh, he's made 2 people miss. Down to the goal line. First down. Inside the 1 on Cooley's 2nd reception. James Cooley now 198 career receptions, trying to become the 3rd receiver with 200 receptions in his SFL career. From the goal line, 1st and goal. And Dazzo's pass to the middle is caught for a touchdown! Donald Miller! And just like that, the Maulers are on the board. Risky throw from Marconi. Henry Hittner nearly got his hands on it, but the Maulers take advantage fully of the Mike Dazzo interception, and it is 6-0. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat today. Dazzo 47, TJ Cag SFL, T Paternity, Vertigo, Ramos Lynn, and others. And that kick is good. Baltimore 0, Minneapolis 7. They didn't have to go very far after Koma Kaleka's big return off the first turnover of the day. Baltimore has had success on the ground, but that holding penalty really cost them on that previous drive. Minneapolis kicks it off. From the 9, Baltimore on the return, up to the 28. First down, Crabs. Week 2 of the SFL season started yesterday. The Honolulu Legends defeat the Orlando Intimidators 30-13 behind a career-high 197 rushing yards from Noel Kreis. 2 receivers split to either side. Snyder in the backfield. And 8 in the box for the Maulers. Dazza will throw. Out to Snyder. Snyder picks up a block. Has a lot of room to run. Snyder past the 45 to the 48-yard line. First down. Most successful pass play. In fact, the first completion for Mike Dazza today goes to Snyder for a big chunk of yards. And Baltimore is near midfield. Great block on the outside right there to spring Elliott Snyder, and there was no one around Snyder for a good 15 yards. Kaleka got juked as well. 1st and 10 for the Crabs at their own 48. Down early in this one, 7-0 to the Maulers. Both teams 1-0. Baltimore defeated New York last week 38-34. And Minneapolis beat Cleveland in an SFL record setter 63-51. First and 10 for Dazzo and the Crabs. And up to Snyder. He is blown up in the backfield. A loss of 3. Defensive line all over that one. First tackle for loss of the day for the Maulers. Dazzo will go in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Dazzo back to pass, going down the middle of the field again, and in double coverage the pass is incomplete. Dazzo wanting an interference call. We're going to get another look at it as Nick Quick was the intended receiver. And Quick just dropped that. Excellent defense by Minneapolis. Rare to see Nick Quick drop. Oh, actually, wow. Koma Kaleka came in and actually got a helmet on the football. And the Mauler free safety off to a phenomenal start. Another 3rd and long situation for the Crabs. Four wide receivers, 3 to the top of the screen. Dazzo with Snyder to his right. And Dazzo will drop to throw. Dazzo, pressure in his face, pass caught. First down to the Minneapolis 35-yard line. Dazzo now 40 passing yards and a much-needed first down for Baltimore. And Minneapolis' defense, unfortunately, can't get off the field. A nice throw in isolation to the top of the bottom of the screen. So the Crabs on the move now. First and 10, just outside scoring position. They go 2 wide receivers out that bottom of the screen. Snyder in the backfield. Again, 8 in the box for the Maulers as Dazzo drops to throw. He's going to hit Snyder. No, it's ruled an incomplete pass. Luckily for Snyder, because he would have lost about 3 yards, and it's 2nd and 10. Seeing the timing just a little bit off. Second down and 10 at the Mauler 35. 3 wide receivers. Dazzo back to throw. Another 2nd and long situation, and the pass is caught. No, they ruled him in out of bounds again. And it's 3rd and 10. Baltimore has come out throwing against this Mauler defense after Minneapolis gave up 51 points last week, but the timing of the routes is off, and Nick T. Quick has had an unnatural start to this ball game. He had a ball knocked out of his hands, and he's had 2 routes run out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo checks it down, looking for the yard marker, and a great job by Billy Joe Gatlin to shut down the route. It brings up 4th down and 3. Albright had that reception. And Baltimore will have to bring the field goal unit out, and unless they can get some consecutive stops against the Maulers, field goals are not going to beat Minneapolis. This one from 44 yards out. Baltimore threw an interception on their first possession. Kaleka was the one to pick it off from the right hash mark. That 44-yarder is no good. Off to the right side, they missed it. Kevin Epstein, the kicker, and the Crabs off to a miserable start here in Minneapolis. Maulers take over at their own 34. And this Crab D needs a stop. 3 wide receivers. Marconi's pass down the middle, overthrown. Intended for Cooley, incomplete. Rare misfire for Marconi. And it brings up 2nd down and 10. Next home game for the Minneapolis Maulers is Sunday, February 22nd in prime time, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Second game of an SFL doubleheader. The Orlando Intimidators come to town. Stephen Lambert and the Intimidators take on Marconi and the Maulers right here on Mauler Radio. in case you can't make it out to Wolfham at Hart Stadium, as Marconi drops to throw down the middle. Caught, first down, past midfield. That is the first catch of the day for Ianojo Abaratsebo. Abaratsebo last week, 12 receptions, 210 yards, and 6 touchdowns. The 6 touchdowns, an SFL record. He had 7 touchdowns in his previous 3 seasons in the league. Two receivers top of the screen. To the backfield, Marconi steps up in the pocket. Blitz coming late, but the pass caught anyway. That is Abaratsebo again over the middle to the Crab 35, and another Minneapolis Mauler first down. Abaratsebo back-to-back catches, so Cooley and Abaratsebo each with a pair. Have not seen anything out of Marcus Campbell yet today, the tight end number 42. Donna Miller has 1 catch. It went for a touchdown. The wide receiver number 84, and of course Rocco Marconi, the Gold Star quarterback number 5. First and 10 for the Crab 35. Marconi to throw. A quick out to Donald Miller. Pass is caught. Gain of 4 brings up second down and 6. Donald Miller, 6'6", a monster guy. Has never really been in a star role in this league, and we just continue to wait for his breakout season. Second and 6 from the 30. 4 wide receivers. Marconi, all kinds of time to throw. Pass is caught, first down. Marcus Campbell past the 20. Stiff arm and a missed tackle to the 9. First and goal, Minneapolis. And they are just carving right through this defense. Campbell a little in and out to the outside. Lions there eventually to make the stop. First down and goal from the 9. Thanks, Bandits APF 2K8 for the ticker comment. First and goal from the 9. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. I formation. And Marconi's pass is caught, and it is a touchdown! Subo time for the Maulers! And Minneapolis could not have asked for a better start. Abaratsebo now 7 touchdowns on the young season. And a nightmare beginning for the Baltimore Crabs, who have thrown an interception and missed a field goal on their first 2 possessions. And the extra point for Minneapolis is good. $14-0. The Crabs have dug themselves a hole. Baltimore 9-0 all-time in the regular season in SFL history. T-Pat 9-0 all-time as a head coach in regular season history. So far, T-Pat outdueling his former team. From the 9. Crabs on the return up to the 30. What will Baltimore do here? They need to get Elliott Snyder going consistently. Mike Dazzo and Nick Quick have struggled so far today, and Demetrius Outdat without a catch. He is in the slot at the moment. Dazzo back to throw. He's going to go down the field. It's picked off again! At the 46-yard line, pass intended for Quick, and Kalenka got his second. Oh, a disaster. A disaster for Baltimore here as Dazzo trying to force one down the field. And the Maulers could push the lead to 21. I don't think anyone expected this type of beginning out of the Baltimore Crabs. It has gotten ugly in a hurry. Marconi with 3 wide receivers. Back to throw. Marconi down the middle. Caught, first down. James Cooley moved those chains again. And Cooley now 1 catch away from the 200 club. First and 10 for the 35, Marconi to throw. Down the middle, caught, first down. Dazzo just kind of standing around out there. No, check that, it was just shy of a first down. James Cooley with another catch, his 4th of the day, now has 200 for his career.
Second and inches.
Second and inches. 4.5 to go in the first quarter, and Marconi's pass, oh, nearly intercepted. Dangerous throw as Joe Dazzo comes up to make the play, and it's 3rd and inches. Abaranzabo, the intended receiver. From here, it would be a 42-yard kick. Two Rocco Marconi touchdowns in the first 2 Mauler possessions. Marconi out of the shotgun with a 4 wide receiver set. Only 5 in the box for Baltimore. And Marconi's pass, pump fake, dumps it short. First down, just barely to the 24-yard line. But the important thing is it keeps the chains moving. That is Chambers, the running back, with the catch out of the backfield. The Maulers are thinking, what do we got to do to get off the field? Marconi is a surgeon. 4 wide receivers. Chambers in the backfield. And Marconi again will drop to throw. Straight drop back over the middle. Floats it right over the head of the defender. Abaranzabo's 5th reception. Now has 57 yards. And another Mauler first down. This is a beautiful touch pass right over the head of DJ Greenwood. First and 10 at the Crab 11-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left-hand side. Marconi back to throw. Marconi dumps it off to Chambers. Inside the 10, down to the 8. Second and 7. The full Baltimore defense without Eddie Gage. Free safety Joe Lynn. The linebackers are number 55, Henry Hittner, as you see there, and number 47, Joe Dazzo. And the corners are DJ Greenwood, number 31, and Kenneth Lyons, 22. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 3 to the top of the screen for Marconi. And Marconi throws it. The pass is caught. A fumble! It is fumbled and picked up by Marcus Campbell. And Baltimore just cannot get anything to bounce their way. Chambers coughs it up. And the Maulers are there to pick up the football. 3rd and 8 from the 10. Couldn't have asked for a better start for Minneapolis. 3 down linemen, 4 wide receivers. Marconi needs just inside the 2-yard line for a first down. Marconi going for it all. Wide open touchdown! It's Sumo time again! Abaranzabo in the slot. Kenneth Lyons bumps him to the inside, and nobody picks him up. And Abaranzabo has now 8 touchdowns in 2 games, more than he had the previous 3 seasons in the league. Maulers just keep rolling along. Baltimore needs a touchdown right here. This game has just gotten completely out of hand. Everything has bounced the Maulers' way. Missed field goal, missed opportunity, had a fumble. Mike Dazzo has been a horrible decision maker. And the Crabs need to get Elliott Snyder moving. Matthews on the return. Next week, the Minneapolis Maulers travel to Oklahoma City in what could be a major of offense, defense, of undefeateds. Elliott Snyder takes a handoff, no gain. Tackle again made on the inside by number 91. 2nd and 10 for the Crabs. Dazzo has a rating of 7.1. 47 yards and 2 picks. The offense has not helped out the defense. Quick top of the screen, out that bottom of the screen. Dazzo back to throw, swing it out to Snyder, has some space, gets a block, first down to the 38, and that has been the only thing that has worked for Baltimore in this first quarter. Minneapolis not prepared for that pass out to Snyder, and he picked up a block to get the first down just in time. Jeb Gatlin on the tackle. Sudelovich was also in the area, but he got just creamed. First and 10 of the 38. I formation for Dazzo with Quick to the top of the screen. 7 in the box for Minneapolis. Handoff to Snyder on the left-hand side. And can't get away. I believe that was Gatlin again. On the left-hand side, brings up 2nd and 8. Well put, Vertigo. 2 drops, a fumble that wasn't recovered, a missed field goal, and a holding penalty here in the first quarter for the Crabs. 3 wide receivers. Minneapolis showing blitz. They back off and rush just 3, and Dazzo is cut down! Boy, with a 3-man rush, George gets to Dazzo almost immediately. And that is just inexcusable play by the Crab offensive line. This is dominance like we never thought we'd see against the Baltimore Crabs. 3rd down and 14. Dazzo drops to throw. Dazzo in trouble again and goes down. Gatlin this time on a safety blitz with the sack, and it's 4th and 19. A miserable first quarter for Mike Dazzo and the rest of the Baltimore Crabs. And that is how we end the first quarter of play. End of 1 from Minneapolis. Baltimore nothing. Maulers 21. This is Mauler Football on 97.9 K-Mall. We'll be back to Wolf Ram and Hart Stadium after this.
It was the night before, as the people of this little Belgian town waited for the crowning moment. Nature had other plans. But with the help of the masters of the Artois Brewery, a new star was born. Stella Artois, originally brewed as a beautiful holiday gift for the people of Leuven, Belgium.
For those who demand more, Optimum Nutrition's new Pro Series of superior quality sports nutrition products offers goal-driven individuals exactly what they're after. More quality proteins, more essential amino acids, more proven nutrients to support impressive muscle size and strength gains with less sugar, fat, and everything else you make a point of avoiding. Pro Gainer is a high-protein formula delivering calories that count during recovery. Each shake provides 60 grams of supplemental protein, 85 grams of carbs, as well as 24 vitamins and minerals to build on the amount you're getting through whole foods. Pro BCAA serves up 8 grams of the branched-chain amino acids leucine, isoleucine, and valine in a 2:1:1 ratio. We also included 5 grams of glutamine in the mix because this conditionally essential amino acid helps support recovery after intense exercise. Pro Complex supports muscle size and strength gains in a very big way. This stack of 60 grams of superior quality proteins, along with naturally occurring and added BCAAs and glutamine, holds absolutely nothing back, just like your approach to moving weight. Optimum Nutrition's Pro Series brings it all to your shaker cup in potencies you can depend on to fuel recovery from intense training, no matter how big you are or want to be. Train hard, recover better with the Optimum Nutrition Pro Series.
Landed Rockstar Parking, got fueled up, raided the rack, wrestled some hangers, perfected a pie, had a crush on a bag. Tried on jeans, gained 5 pounds, got baby fever, got touched up, got prim and proper. Passed to the right, met a girl's best friend, learned something, made something, tried something. Shoes, scarves, shades, more shoes, screamed some more, caught a chick flick, met some guys, ditched some guys, laughed it off, found a great booth, and recapped the best day ever.
Mall of America.
Always new.
Mauler football on K-Ball 97.9 is brought to you by Costco. By Black Sheep Coal Fried Pizza, the official watch party location of your Minneapolis Maulers. By Nike, Just Do It. And by Delta Airlines. It's 4th down and 19. And Baltimore will punt it away, down 21-0. They need something, anything, to go right for them, because it didn't in the first quarter. Return, not a good one, up to the 37-yard line. Crabs defend that pretty well. Stats after the end of one. Of course, in typical Mauler fashion, 0 rushing yards. Crabs had 69 total yards of offense, but it was a very stagnant 69, most of it on 2 swing passes out to Elliott Snyder. And Mike Dazzo, 3-step drop, goes down the middle. Pass is nearly intercepted by Henry Hittner, and that actually number 59 there in coverage. Baltimore's got to take advantage of those near plays if they want to get back in this one. Pass falls harmlessly to the turf. Minneapolis had 10 first downs in that first quarter and converted both their third downs. Abarazzo, 6 catches, 67 yards on 7 targets, continues his unbelievable start to the Winter 15 season. 2nd and 10, and a play-action rollout. Marconi's pass knocked away. DJ Greenwood gets involved in back-to-back incompletions to start the second quarter for Marconi. Greenwood, a big play to be made on Cooley down the field, and it sets up a 3rd and long. Can Baltimore get off the field? 3rd and 10 of the 37, 4 wide receivers, and dropping back to throw. Marconi's pass is caught short of the sticks, and the Crabs get their first defensive stop of the day. That pass caught by Marcus Campbell, a 4-yard gain, and we'll see if Baltimore can salvage anything after their poor first quarter. Minneapolis punts it away. From the 24, Baltimore on the return up to the 27. So the Crabs, 69 yards of offense in that first quarter. Mike Dazzo came out a little shaky. Can the Crabs settle down here? A 21-0 deficit, knowing good and well that the largest deficit ever in league history that was salvageable was 20 points last season. Back to throw, Dazzo swings it short to Outdat, and again they were out of bounds. The timing of Baltimore has been terrible. That's the fourth time that Baltimore could have gotten yards, and instead the receiver couldn't get his feet down. Out that top of the screen, quick to the bottom of the screen. Ball on the right hash mark. A 3-3 look out of the Maulers. They rush 3. Dazzo back to throw. Lots of time this time. Pressure breaking down. Gets it away just in time, and he finds a tight end down the field to the 41-yard line. The Crabs don't use their tight ends much, but Dazzo hanging in the pocket just at the last second. Got off a pass to move the chains right over 2 defenders. Billy Joe Gatlin on the tackle. That is his 5th of the first half. Kaleka has 2 interceptions. Gatlin also has a sack. The silver safety duo here in Minneapolis has made an impact thus far, no doubt about that. 1st and 10 from the Crab 41-yard line. Dazzo will throw again. He'll swing it out to Snyder. Snyder's got space, and Snyder breaks off a tackle and is pushed ahead for a first down. So 3 passes to Elliott Snyder, all have resulted in moves of the chain, as Bradford Unsicker comes up with the stop. But Baltimore does have a tiny sliver of momentum now. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the far side left, bottom of your screen, in Minneapolis territory. And Dazzo will throw again. I'm surprised they're throwing so much, and Dazzo is sacked. Brings up 2nd down and 17. Mike Dazzo pressure in his face from the get-go today. Ron Scott on the sack. And I cannot believe Elliott Snyder is not getting carries. And now it's 2nd and long, and it's a total passing situation. 3 wide receivers with Dazzo out of the gun. Dazzo back to throw. A lot of pressure on him this whole half. He's going to check it down to Snyder. He breaks off a tackle, but only a 2-yard gain. Another 3rd and 15 for the Crabs. These sacks are killing him. First down play calling and first down yardage gained has been nowhere to be seen. Minneapolis' defense with their ears pinned back on first downs this afternoon. 10 minutes to go in the first half. A difficult situation for the Crabs. 5 wide receivers. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo again, pressure in his face. Deep pass went way out of bounds and incomplete. He got crushed pretty good. Forsey applying the pressure, and another punt upcoming for the Crabs. First downs have been key in this game. High snap, Minneapolis nearly blocked the punt. From the 15. Maulers, wow, nice return there by Kaleka to the 21. 9:39 to go in the first half. Minneapolis, 3 touchdowns on 4 possessions. Abarazzo with 2 of them. Miller with the other. Campbell and Cooley held out of the end zone thus far. Long way to go. 10 for the Maulers. And Marconi back to pass. Deep down the middle. Caught! And a missed tackle! And rumbling down the field is Dono Miller all the way to the Baltimore 35. First down, Maulers. A bad missed tackle here at the end of this, or at the point of the catch. Not quite sure who that was. Greenwood and Dazzo combine for the stop. First down and 10 next Sunday. Doubleheaders on SFL Sunday's return. Orlando takes on Cleveland at 3 Central. And Honolulu travels to Baltimore at 6 Central. As Marconi drops to throw, pass is knocked away and incomplete. Kenneth Lyons on that stop. Brings up second down. Kenneth Lyons had that game-winning interception last week against New York. That was some physical coverage there on Cooley. Look at the beast here at Wolf Ram and Hart. The most unique stadium in the SFL, no doubt about that. Three wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, and Marconi on 2nd and 10 completes the pass to Abarazzo, but Kenneth Lyons is there again to make the stop. 7 grabs, 70 yards for Abarazzo. He had 12 for 210 last week. Third down and 8 at the Baltimore 33. It'd be a 50-yard field goal from here. Crabs looking for their 2nd consecutive stop. 4 wide receivers, Marconi out of the gun. And Marconi, pass, caught, and Cooley's momentum carries him out of bounds. It does get Minneapolis in field goal range. 4th and 2 would be about a 44-yard kick. And they'll bring out the field goal unit. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. You put that just after the social media website of your choice. And enjoy exclusive photo galleries, top moments of the week, and so much more. 3 on the play clock. The 44-yard kick for the Maulers is good. And their good fortunes continue. Derek Brown, the kicker. Boots at home. It's a 3-score game, but the Crabs have slowed down the Maulers just a bit. Minneapolis did not kick a field goal last week. They scored 3 touchdowns in their first 3 possessions. Since then, a punt and a field goal. But the Crabs' offense still struggling. From the 10, Baltimore on the return, past the 30, and spun the wrong way back inside of the 34. Had maybe some space on the outside, but nevertheless, pretty decent field position for the Crabs. Super Bowls in nearly 3 hours. Who you got? Those in the chat sound off. I'm sure if this score stays the way it is, there will be much discussion about the Super Bowl in the 4th quarter. 2 wide receivers, 1 to either side. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo all kinds of time. Floats it short. Pass caught by Quick. He's got space. Breaks a tackle. Past the 45. And Quick all the way to the Minneapolis 36-yard line. Finally, Mike Dazzo and Nick Quick get on the same page. And this is a beautiful yak play from Nick T. Quick, cutting all the way across the field and breaking the Bradford unsicker attempted tackle. Billy Joe Gatlin, yet another stop. That's at least 6 tackles on the day. So Baltimore nearly in scoring position. The best or closest they've been to the end zone here in the first half. 2 receivers to the far side left. Dazzo's changing the play. Snyder has not gotten a carry in a long time. They're going to throw it way outside, and Dazzo again hit as he threw. And it's 2nd down and 10. I can't believe, I'm just stunned that Baltimore has not tried to run the ball more today. And Dazzo again is in the shotgun. They seem to think they have an advantage with their receivers. Dazzo back to throw. He's going left-hand side. Pass is caught by Quick. It is a gain of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 4. Jeb Gatlin on the tackle. And will we see a run out of Snyder here? It'd be a 46-yard kick. Snyder leads the league all-time in yards per carry, 5.6. They need 4 here. They're out of the shotgun again. 3 wide receivers. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo checked down to Snyder, and he is stopped in the backfield. I don't understand. Epstein's going to come out to try to hit another field goal in. He missed his first from 42 yards away, I believe. This one is from 47 from the right hash mark. Elliott Snyder does not have a run in this quarter. From 47 yards away, Epstein's kick is good. And that gets Baltimore on the board finally. And maintains this 3-score deficit. So overall, Baltimore and Minneapolis are tied 3-3 here in the 2nd quarter. The Crabs just have not yet been able to chip into that lead. How's your feed today, guys? I've had some slight difficulties on my end, a little bit more than usual. Nothing outrageous, just curious if it's better or worse than usual today. 1st and 10 of the 32. Can Minneapolis extend the lead, or will Baltimore continue to hang around before halftime? A 4-3 defensive look. 4 receivers for Marconi, back to pass. Marconi down the middle and nearly intercepted. They just can't come up with one as James Cooley was the intended target. DJ Greenwood on the coverage. And Baltimore has had numerous chances to pick off the league's hottest quarterback. They just have not been able to do it.
2nd and 10.
Down. 6. They're going air. I see pass.
2nd down and 10 from the 32.
Gun.
Receivers either side. Marconi down the middle. Incomplete. A penalty marker late. And I'm not sure what this is going to be. Let's get the call.
Pass interference, number 47.
They call pass interference on Joe Dazzo. A spot foul. Moves it up to the Minneapolis 41. 2nd penalty of the day. Major penalty on Baltimore. And I didn't see much of anything there. So I'm honestly a little surprised by that call. It must have been some bump and run coverage prior to the pass being thrown. But that would be a holding call. So that one a little bit of a mystery. 1st and 10 at the 40 for the Maulers. 3 wide receivers. Chambers in the backfield. And a 3-step drop from Marconi. Swings it out short. And again, the defense was there from, I believe, Kenneth Lyons, who has some words for Donald Miller. Pass incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. 2nd and 10.
Down.
2nd down and 10. We're monitoring our
Here it comes. Watch the throw.
dropped frames right now. Get you a new connection if it continues to be bad. Doesn't look to be bad right now. First down, Alvarado, first and 10. All the way to the Baltimore 41-yard line. Too easy as Alvarado approaches 100 yards. Wide open. I mean, seriously wide open. First and 10 at the Crab 41. Baltimore trying to force a turnover, do something against this passing attack. Marconi over the middle, dangerous throw, but the pass is caught to the 36. Not as Alvarado again. And this kid is just racking up the receptions. Alvarado, bottom of the screen, being defended by Kenneth Lyons at the start of the play. As Marconi drops to throw, chucks it short, and boy, that was a little chippy right there from DJ Greenwood. Cooley well out of bounds. Greenwood held up just enough to not get called for a late hit, 3rd down and 2. From the 33, a 50-yard field goal from here. A lot of cushion from these Crab defenders as Marconi throws. Pass caught. Open receivers all over the field as Marcus Campbell makes the catch. 232 yards of passing offense in the first half. And it's another Mahler first down. And any points here for Minneapolis would be a victory. Baltimore has played a much better second quarter, but that first quarter was just so dreadful. 3 wide receivers, Marconi back to throw. Marconi down the middle, caught. 3-yard gain. That's Alvarado again, who gets up and flips the football at the defenders. A lot of time has bled off this clock. We're nearly to halftime, and the Maulers don't have a touchdown in this quarter. It's rather shocking. 2nd down and 7. Marconi back to pass. That pass is nearly intercepted again. Joe Dazzo and another Baltimore Crab defender had a chance at the pick, and it's 3rd and 7. Crabs defense has tightened up, but they are not taking advantage of opportunities. Alvarado, 10 catches for 96 yards on 12 targets in 1 half of work to go along with 2 touchdowns.
Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
Third and 7, 4 wide receiver set. Marconi's pass is knocked away and through the hands of Ortiz. 4th down, but the field goal unit will come on and the Maulers have a chance at more points. Man, have you ever seen so many consecutive passes with defensive opportunities at forcing turnovers? This field goal from 39 yards, right hash, to push the lead back to 24. Yarder is through. So after a 21-0 first quarter, it's now 6-3 Minneapolis in the second quarter. Greg desperately trying to get some momentum, pulling at straws. Maulers have scored 5 times on 6 possessions, and they kick it away. From the 10, Baltimore on the return, and up to the 26-yard line. If you're not playing Simulation Football League, Fantasy Football, or our Pick'em Challenge, you're missing out on a chance at free money. It takes 2 minutes to play each week. You fill out your form between Wednesday and Friday of each week before the games begin. You can see the leaders and who's currently winning the competitions from week 1 at the bottom of your screen. Hashtag free money has begun at simulationfl.com. And that pass is caught by Nick Quick. 135 passing yards now for Dazzo and a first down for Baltimore, but they've thrown that sideline route a number of times today, and Quick has been able to, or unable to, come up with the reception he does on that one with some quick feet. First down and 10 at the Baltimore 42. And Dazzo deep down the middle finds Outdat to the Mahler 40. Outdat's first grab of the day. He only had 2 catches last week. A very uncharacteristic start to the season for Dazzo, or for Outdat, pardon. And they are still throwing the football like mad. First and 10 from the 40. Dazzo's going to pass again. Dazzo, pressure breaking down, deep down the field, caught by Quick for a touchdown. Whoa, a quick strike from Baltimore. 3 straight receptions, and the Crabs get their first touchdown of the day. On a long ball to Nick T. Quick, my goodness. Dazzo really had to unwind on that one, and Baltimore has outscored the Crabs, or the Maulers, pardon, in the second quarter. The Maulers is what I mean. Extra point low snap, extra point is good. And Baltimore down by 17. They've whittled down their 21-point deficit, and they've held Minneapolis out of the end zone here in the second quarter. Don't go away, folks. Still 3 hours till kickoff at the Super Bowl. Don't sweat it. There will be plenty of party dip left when you get to wherever you're going from the 9-yard line. Maulers on the return up to the 27. So, what will the Maulers do? This is possession number 7, pardon. Marconi to throw. Outside, wide open, Alvarado, first down. He is killing the Crabs. I mean, this guy has turned into a superstar. He's had it now for the last 6 quarters, a better year by far than James Cooley, who was thought to be the biggest acquisition in this offseason, or one of the biggest around the league. But Alvarado, man, there's just no stopping this guy. As we hit the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Mauler Radio Network. Turn it on and you're in beast mode. This is Mauler Football, 97.9 K-Mall. Two minutes to go. First and 10 from the 39, and Marconi's out of the shotgun. And Marconi drops to throw. Down the middle, tipped around and picked off. And Joe Lynn returns it to the Baltimore 49. And a turn of events here in the second quarter, as that was a bouncing ball 3 times before Lynn finally said, enough of this. We're taking one back the other way. And the Maulers have to have some concern that they have gone without a touchdown in the second quarter, and now the Crabs have great field position. First and 10 at the Baltimore 49 after the interception, and they'll hand it off to Elliott Snyder, and he won't get anything. Now they try to get Snyder going. Glenn on the tackle, 2nd and 10. Dang it, guys. Internet not cooperating today. Rangy signal. 2nd and 10 at the Crab, 49-yard line. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just my signal going up and down. Hopefully it stays up there. Second down and 10 to the Crab 49. Dazzo back to pass. A short throw out to Quick. He picks up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Quick now 5 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Dazzo will go empty backfield, trying to take advantage of their first forced turnover of the day. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo deep down the field, out to the 25, and a timeout for the Crabs. Mike Dazzo has found his rhythm late in the second quarter. Another big pass play down the field. That is a perfectly placed football from Mike Dazzo. Crabs down to 2 timeouts. Yeah, I paid it all right. 1st and 10 for the 25. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo all kinds of time. Pass caught past the 10 and out of bounds. Quick to the 8-yard line. I believe that was Mike Sudalovich jumped the route, looking for the pick 6, and Mike Dazzo threw it right over his head. Yeah, that was Sudalovich way out of position. And don't look now, but the Crabs could cut it to 10 with a touchdown. Things have gotten interesting here in Minneapolis. 3 wide receiver set. Dazzo out of the shotgun, back to throw. Dazzo check down to Snyder. Snyder makes a man miss and a race to the end zone. He didn't get in. 2nd and goal from the goal line. Can't believe they called Elliott Snyder short. Dazzo out of the shotgun, back to pass. Dazzo to the left-hand corner of the end zone, knocked away. 3rd and goal. Mike Sudalovich with the PD. And I would expect Elliott Snyder to get a carry here. Third down and goal from the goal line. Dazzo will toss it to Snyder and he won't get in. These are momentum-changing plays. I don't like the toss play on 3rd and goal from the goal line. Just punch it down the middle. And Baltimore elects to take a timeout instead of letting more time run off the clock. So they'll give the Maulers the football back. And they'll have to settle for a field goal. Elliott Snyder looked like he might have been in the end zone. It was at the far side of the field, so it was a little difficult to tell. 20-yard chip shot for Kevin Epstein is good. He's now 2 for 3 on the day. Baltimore has trimmed their deficit from 21 to 14. And it's now 27-13, your score. Come on, Internet. Mahler's from the 10, past the 30, Kaleka to the 32, 34 seconds left. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with your first half highlight stats and analysis on the 2K Sports Halftime Report. This would be devastating for Baltimore here if Minneapolis could score and push this lead back to 21. They have all 3 timeouts and 34 seconds to do it. Marconi back to throw. He'll dump it short to Chambers. Chambers, boy, that's a poor effort on the tackle. And Minneapolis going no huddle, electing not to use a timeout. A 4-yard gain, down to 16 seconds to go. 14, Marconi finally snaps it. Marconi down the middle, it's picked! It's picked at the 47! And with 7 seconds left, Joe Lynn gets his second of the quarter. What is Marconi thinking on this play? He overthrew him. That's all on Marconi. James Cooley dived to try to make the catch. Marconi off the mark, and Baltimore was with 8 seconds actually on the clock, and 1 timeout could get into field goal range before the half. Dazzo back to throw, needs to get something off quick, down to 5 seconds, deep ball, down the field, and it's knocked away. Billy Joe Gatlin and company preventing another long touchdown pass, and Baltimore will just have to throw it up for grabs. Both quarterbacks now with 2 interceptions, both free safeties now with 2 interceptions. Hail Mary time, out at top of the screen, quick next to him to his left. And Dazzo has time, goes to the end zone, it is incomplete. So the Maulers survive a scare there at the end of the second quarter. They go without a touchdown in the second frame, and it's Maulers 27, Crabs 13 at the half. Dan and Peter have your report from San Antonio.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Maulers enjoying the lead, 27-13.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports Halftime Show?
A look inside the numbers from our first half, and look at the discrepancy in sacks thus far. The Maulers are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 23 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Later on in the first, the ball at their own 28. Number 36 found a soft spot in the defense, and it worked to his advantage. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. After a missed field goal, the Maulers winning by 7. Number 5 would put this pass right where it needed to be. They move ahead by 14. The Crabs, still midway through the first quarter. Number 23 shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. The Crabs back 14-0. Number 5 went up top on a third down play, and he was able to find his man. A 10-yard touchdown for the home team. The Maulers have opened it up and now lead by 21. Later on in the second quarter, the ball at their own 21. Number 84 came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. That set up a 45-yard field goal. Trying to answer back, the Crabs behind by 24. Epstein would get the call for the lengthy field goal attempt, and he would in fact deliver. They close the gap some. They're now down by 21. The Maulers, late in the second quarter, Brown would come on and connect on the field goal try. A 40-yard field goal. The Maulers up 27-3. Number 7 is back to throw as they want to air it out here, and this one is right on target. A 40-yard touchdown for the visitor. The Crabs trying to make something happen and are now down by 17. Late into the second quarter, number 26 was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. After getting an interception, the Crabs down by 17. Number 7 went to work on third down, and he was able to find his man. They finally get on the board and are now down by 14. The Maulers creeping up on the end of the half. Number 26 is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. And that will do it. The Maulers are up big at the half, 27-13.
Nice job, Dan.
The Maulers get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 27-13. Let's get down to the field and the action.
It's halftime in Minneapolis. Baltimore 13, the Maulers 27. We'll be back to Mauler football on 97.9 K-Mall after this.
The polar vortex, Snowmageddon, Snowtastrophe. We're running out of names. Tonight, we ask the question, is winter out to get us? Then we probably answer it. The effects of the cold are well documented.
Just look back at history. Ancient man went extinct during the Ice Age.
First, the brain stops functioning properly. Next, the extremities lose all feeling and start to spasm. Your limbs may freeze and fall off.
These were gathered in the field. Be careful handling them. You might catch it.
It is a problem with no solution. Do these people look happy?
This is ridiculous.
Up. A short word that's a tall order. Stand up. Get up. Step up. Up demands that you rise to the challenge. Up your game. Up the ante. And if you stumble, you get back up. Then raise yourself higher than before. It's not easy, and not everyone is up to it. That is, up to up. But we are. Because we're in the business of up. Every day, Delta flies 250,000 people to 330 destinations worldwide, while investing billions of dollars, improving everything from booking to baggage claim. We're raising the bar on flying. You could say we're upping up. And tomorrow, we will up it yet again.
Minneapolis will receive the second half kickoff. So the Baltimore Crabs have more total yards of offense than the Maulers in that first half, 251 to 250, but they trail by 14 as Marconi starts the second half with an incompletion. He got hit pretty good. Cooley, the intended target, has only 6 receptions on 12 targets today, so the Crabs have done a pretty good job on Cooley thus far. Second and 10 at the 29, 3 wide receivers. Baltimore has not allowed a Minneapolis touchdown since the first quarter, as Marconi is changing the play. And back to pass, Marconi down the middle. There's a penalty marker. And I don't know if they're calling that on the Crabs or not. It flew in late. Campbell made the catch. It is on Baltimore.
Pass interference, number 47.
It's the second pass interference penalty called on Joe Dazzo today. And the third penalty overall for the Crabs, and it's a first down, Maulers.
First and 10. Ball at the 36-yard.
2 backs and 2 receivers for Marconi, and Marconi back to throw down the middle and knocked away, incomplete. Abarazzo, the intended receiver. Clock just continues to stop as Baltimore continues to knock down passes. That was Lyons with that effort. Second and 10 at the 35.
Second and 10. Ball at the 36-yard.
Second and 10, Marconi changing the play out of the shotgun, deep down the field, and it's incomplete. Again, knocked away. For a minute there, I thought Abarazzo made the catch off the deflection, but he was double covered down the field, and it's 3rd and 10. And this smaller offense just all of a sudden can't find any open receivers. Now they'll go empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. 3-2-6 formation almost for the Crabs. Low snap, and Marconi throws it short. Whoa, and that's going to be a first down. Marcus Campbell to the 49, and oh, that was much needed. Marconi now 27 of 41 passing for 266 yards. It moves the chains. Nobody on Campbell. Nobody coming across the field. And that has been the most challenging thing, it seems like, for this Baltimore defense, is when players have moved across their defense, they just have not tracked them well. As Marconi throws again against the blitz, that pass is caught, they couldn't get there. Baltimore takes a chance, blitzes Marconi, and they all got picked up as James Cooley makes the catch for the first down. Yeah, they brought the house on that one. Greenwood, Lynn, and a variety of others there to make the tackle, but Minneapolis nearly in scoring position. And any score would put it back to a 3-score game. Their choice to defer to the second half has worked out. Marconi down the middle, caught. 8-yard gain to the Crab 27. That's Donald Miller, who's had a pretty good day. Second and 2 for the second straight game. The Maulers have not run. Their only running play last week was a quarterback sneak once Rocco Marconi got taken out. Right now it's a 2-score game. Trips to the left-hand side and only 2 defenders over there in coverage. Could be a potential mismatch. They're actually going to swing it out to Chambers, and he makes a man miss and gets a first down. Horrible defense by DJ Greenwood against a non-star running back. That was really terrible pursuit, and another first down for the Maulers. First down and 10, and Marconi back to throw. That pass is caught. Abarazzo again, 7-yard gain. And they're in the red zone, the Crabs 17. Marconi has shaken off 2 second-quarter interceptions, and this is a nice drive here for the Maulers. Under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter. Minneapolis by 14. The winner goes to 2-0. Marconi against the blitz. Again, it's picked up, and again, Marconi makes him pay. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Abarazzo, another catch. And another Mauler first down. The Baltimore pressure is not getting to Marconi, and that is causing problems in a secondary that is without their leading man, Eddie Gage. Marconi changing the play. First and goal from the 5. Swing out to Chambers, and he is wrapped up, although did manage to get 1 yard of it. Marconi up on over 300 yards passing, both quarterbacks with a couple of picks. Second and goal, Baltimore making Minneapolis earn these points. If the Maulers score a touchdown here, we'll be right back where we were at the end of the first quarter. Trips to the left, Marconi's pass to the right, and it's a touchdown for James Cooley, his first of the day. And the Maulers back up by 20. Marconi, isolation, and I don't know what Kenneth Lyons is looking at. I mean, why would you not cover James Cooley? Cooley makes him pay. And we're right back where we started at the end of the first quarter. Maulers by 3 scores. And boy, Baltimore, like Orlando, had their moment in this game at the goal line and could not punch it in. That kick is good. Baltimore has played better, however. A touchdown on the next possession could get them right back in it. Maulers now have 97 points in 2 games. As Baltimore returns up at the 29-yard line. That drive for Minneapolis took over 4 minutes. This will be the first time we see the Crab offense out on the field here in the third quarter. This a long game full of passing. We've been on the air almost an hour and a half already. 3 wide receiver set, 2 in the backfield. Will they try to get Snyder going? Only 8 yards rushing for Elliott Snyder in the first half. And they do. Hand it off to Snyder around the left-hand side. And Snyder gets 6. That's one of his best runs of the day. If he would have broken 1 more tackle, he might have been off to the races. 2nd and 4. Gazzo's rating has gone up a bit, 66.4. Stretch play to Snyder. He makes a stiff arm, got him 3 yards. That looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield, and Snyder saw him coming. 3rd down and 1, so 2 straight runs to start the second half for Baltimore, trying to establish the run. What will they do on 3rd and 1? Dazzo, swing out to Snyder. That has been their most successful play, and it got him a 1st down. And they say keep rolling the clock. 1st and 10 to the 40-yard line. And it's APF 2K8 says he wants a Mahler jersey. We are actively searching for the best custom jersey company, which will be a staple in our SFL store, which we hope to open up next off season. 2nd down and 12 at the Baltimore 38. That last play goes for a loss of 2, a Snyder run, and Dazzo is in the shotgun again with 3 wide receivers. Dazzo back to pass. Deep down the right side. Wide open is out there. He will score. Touchdown Baltimore. Nobody covers Demetrius Outdad, and it's back to a 2-score game. And the crowd being a little harsh, but man, that corner got burned. And the Maulers just cannot put Baltimore away this afternoon. Second touchdown of the day for Mike Dazzo. Quick and Outdat each have a score. And we knew there would be some points scored in this one. Extra point for Baltimore is good. Back to a 14-point game. Still trying to erase a 21-0 deficit that they got themselves in the 1st quarter. That was a dime from Demetrius Outdat. Again, shout out to everyone in the chat today. Vertigo, TJ Cag SFL, Dazzo 47, PCAT Magoo, T Paternity, Bandits APF 2K8, Servo Sentinels, Big and Rich Boy, and X Factor 56. Good to see you here with us this afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday. Our official website, simulationfl.com, has your daily updates on the league tomorrow night. We have a matchup of last year's championship game between the San Francisco Bulldogs and the New York Knights. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Right here on the SFL Network on Twitch, and that'll be on Night Radio, 1000 KDUB. From the 29, Marconi back to pass. He will swing it short left, and it is a 4-yard reception for Cooley, who has 9 grabs for 74 yards. And a touchdown. Not a flashy performance out of James today, but an effective one. Surprised to see the chat silenced by that last touchdown from Outdown. I think the Crab faithful realizes that if they don't get a stop, it's not worth much. And Marconi's pass is caught. 1st down, past the 45, and the speedster, Abaratsabo again, with some serious yak yards to the Crab 48 1st down. And what happened to the Baltimore Crab defense that we saw in the 2nd quarter? Again, Minneapolis is starting to find easy space. There was no one around Ianojo. First and 10 at the Crab 48-yard line. 2 backs and 2 receivers. Marconi's pass down the middle, caught and missed tackle past the 20 of Aranzabo. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Minneapolis. Boy, they just blew it here. Joe Lynn, he's had a great day, but that was a horrible play. And the Maulers are over 40 points for the second straight weekend. And the Crabs just have no answer. They are missing Eddie Gage this afternoon. An injury to his calf last week had him sidelined for this game. He'll be back against the Honolulu Legends, who will be coming into Baltimore 1-0. And it's back to a 21-point game. Oklahoma City has the Maulers next week at Transcorp Stadium in OKC. That's a Saturday noon kickoff. And I bet owner Michael Irvine is shaken just a bit at looking at this Mauler offense operate. That makes me sad too. Dazzo 47, every day needs ice cream. Look at Baltimore on the kickoff return. And to the 48, tackled by the ankles was Matthews. And that was a huge play there for Baltimore to get themselves good field position following that Mauler touchdown. He nearly broke it. Kicker got planted down the field. And Baltimore has good field position. This game is not going to turn on its head until the Crabs can get another defensive stop. But the Maulers just continue to allow the Baltimore Crabs to hang in this game. Pass outside to Outdat, gains 4. The Minneapolis 48, Outdat now 4 catches for a $104 and a touchdown. 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 2nd and 6.
Dazzo toss to Snyder, cuts it back up the middle. Snyder only gains 1. Why in the world did Snyder try to go back inside? Bradford Unsicker on the tackle. Snyder, his rough day just continues. And the Maulers trying to hold an opponent under 100 yards rushing for the second straight week. 3rd down and 5, low snap, Dazzo back to throw, and he throws it. It is coughed up in the open field and recovered by, the ball's still loose, and Baltimore recovers for a 1st down. Holy cow. That's the 2nd time I've used that phrase in 2 days, but man, Baltimore catches a break there. That ball bounced around for a good 5 seconds. 5 wide receivers, down to the throw following the fumble. Pass caught by Quick, and a hit at the end of the play. And no, check that. That was the slot receiver Matthews with the reception to the Minneapolis 23. Another Baltimore 1st down. He got a leg to the ribs by Billy Joe Gatlin. Lucky he didn't get hurt on that play. Dazzo again, throws to Quick, and again he's out of bounds, and that was an issue we saw in the 1st quarter with this passing attack. Another target to Quick, goes without any yards. Second down at the Mauler 23. Baltimore's going to have to keep scoring and hope eventually their defense can get some sort of stop. It has been a struggle all day long on that side of the ball. Dazzo swing out to Snyder. Snyder stepped out. Just couldn't find the white stuff. And it's 3rd and 10. Third down for Baltimore. They probably could kick a field goal here and be all right as far as hopes at a comeback. Dazzo's pass picked off at the 2. Interception made by, I believe, Billy Joe Gatlin. Dazzo looking down the right-hand side. Yep, that is Billy Joe, his first of the day. And that might be the final nail in the coffin for the Crabs unless they can come up with a stop of their own. Another opportunity in scoring position for the Crabs that does not end in a touchdown. Certainly an imperfect game from the Crabs today. Maybe their first regular season loss as Marconi steps up in the pocket, throws it short, one-handed grab by Abarazzo, who now has 16 catches for 198 yards and 3 scores. And I don't know what the record is for receptions in a game. Abarazzo is close, I'm sure. 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line. Marconi back to throw, and Marconi's pass is caught by Cooley. First down at the 19. 21-0 in the first quarter. Since then, 20-20. Just a horrendous start for the Crabs. Doomed them. They otherwise have gone toe-to-toe with the Maulers today as Marconi drops to throw. Again, very little pressure as Campbell takes a shot to the 26-yard line. And that's another thing we haven't seen out of this Crab defense today is tough hits. They really have not made anybody pay over the middle of the field. Joe Dazzo not as effective as usual because Minneapolis doesn't run. Marconi swings it outside. That is a first down. Chambers, lots of room. Greenwood makes the tackle at the 34, but the Mauler offense remains on the field. Marconi's rating today, 110.6, 407 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. He had 9 touchdowns and 1 pick last week for a total of 14 and 3 so far this year. 1st and 10 at the Minneapolis 34. Marconi's pass to the outside, caught by Abarazzo. And, you know, it's crazy. In that second quarter, Baltimore's defense was so good. They were right at the receivers. They had them, you know, they were bang-bang plays at the point the football got there. And in the first and third quarters, these receivers have just run wide open. 2nd and 3 at the Mauler 41. 2 receivers both to the top of the screen. And Marconi drops to throw. Marconi in trouble. Throw goes down the middle. Pass is caught at the Baltimore 48. Abarazzo now has 18 catches. It's absolutely unheard of, the numbers this guy is putting up. Second straight game over 200 yards now as well, and still a whole nother quarter to go. First and 10 to the 48. Marconi's pass over the middle, caught. Is that Abarazzo again? You bet. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 at the Crab 47.
Second and 8.
Second and 8 for Marconi. 3 receiver set. Baltimore rushes 4. Pass is caught. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. That is the 20th catch for Abarazzo today, and that by far has got to be a new league record. End of the quarter. Baltimore 20 and Minneapolis 41. Maulers have the ball when we come back. This is Mauler Radio, 97.9 KMO.
Dropped off the ride, pushed on a pull, got our bearings, got blown away, checked the time, killed some time, nibbled, knives, next time, now. Found some culture, fresh new kicks, not so subtle, subtle hints, midlife crisis, fountain of youth, aged in reverse, spoiled our dinner, centered, splurged, went smooth, smoother, smoothest, got fast, got warmed, got benched, ate like kings, swam with sharks, took a stroll, made it sparkle, made some moves, sipped on a nightcap, sipped on one more. Who needs date night when there's date day?
Mall of America.
Always new.
Come in and use your Starbucks gift card any day through January 5th for a chance to win Starbucks for life.
Hello. Go ahead and put your bag right here. Have a nice flight.
Traveling can feel like one big mystery. You're never quite sure what is coming your way. But when you've got an entire company who knows that the fewest cancellations and the most on-time flights are nothing if we can't get your things there too. It's no wonder more people choose Delta than any other airline.
Minneapolis Mauler Football on 97.9 K-Mall is brought to you by the Mall of America. By Starbucks. Don't forget to pick up your free iced coffee after every Mauler victory. By Stella Artois. And by Optimum Nutrition, true strength. Find out more at OptimumNutrition.com. Start of the fourth quarter, down in distance is wrong. It's 3rd and 4. At the Baltimore 42-yard line. 3 wide receiver set, Marconi to pass. That is enough for a first down and more. Abarazzo's 21st catch. Is anybody else seeing this? Is anyone going to defend this guy? Stats at the end of 3. Minneapolis actually does have 3 rushing yards. They must have thrown a backwards pass. 434 yards of offense, and Baltimore's 17 rushing yards is by far the most shocking stat of the day. Marconi's pass caught by Cooley. 9-yard pickup.
On the reception, number 26.
So more records being broken here today. 2nd and 1. 24 first downs. Now 25 first downs for the Maulers. They have forced 3 turnovers today.
2nd and inches from 23 yards.
Down! Sit! Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
3 wide receivers, but where's Abarazzo? He's at the bottom of the screen. Offside Baltimore. Penalties have really hurt them today. Marconi over the middle of the field, caught at the 10. It'll be declined. James Cooley on the reception. Man. Impressive.
Neutral zone infraction, number 98, defense. The penalty is declined.
First and goal, the catch stands by Cooley. These Mauler games are going to be long, coming up on 2 hours. And Minneapolis is 10 yards away from scoring 48 points or more for the second straight game. And we'd have to look back at our records, but I don't believe any team has done that either. 4 wide receivers, Marconi back to throw. Marconi with a middle pass is knocked away and incomplete. Second and goal, Cooley's been targeted 19 times. He has 12 catches on the day.
Second and goal.
Winner gets the CAG Cup. It looks like it's going to be the Maulers. These teams could meet in the playoffs. Second and goal with the 10. Marconi to the end zone, and it's off the hands of the intended receiver. In fact, Joe Dazzo might have gotten a paw in there. Abaratsabo was the intended target. It's about time somebody defended that kid. Third down and goal. Technically, if Baltimore could hold to a field goal, it would be a 3-score game. Largest comeback in league history, 20 points. Kahlua over Grand Rapids on the road. Empty backfield, 5 wide receiver set. Third and goal from the 10. Marconi to pass. Marconi to the back of the end zone. He walks in. That is another Mauler touchdown. Alan J.D. right on point with today's prediction. This game has not been close. Coulda, woulda, shoulda for Baltimore today. Had a couple of pass interference penalties, a holding penalty. Coulda recovered a fumble, didn't. Threw 3 interceptions. Missed opportunities at touchdowns in the end zone. Didn't have Eddie Gage available today. It's just been a colossal disappointment as Baltimore's going to lose their first regular season game in franchise history. And I know those silver uniforms look sharp, but maybe they get burned after this one. Grabs on the return of the 31.
First and 10. From the crowd.
Quick is to the bottom of the screen and a 4-man line for the Maulers. And off to Elliott Snyder, and Snyder picks up 9. Billy Joe Gatlin's 9th tackle. That is another interesting tidbit about this game, is the fact that the Crabs came out throwing. Never really had control of time possession in this game at all. Dazzo got off to a horrible start, and Elliott Snyder never got in a rhythm. Dazzo, 2nd and 1. He's in trouble and is sacked. How many times are the Maulers going to get to Dazzo today? That time it's Terrence Samford. Now on 3rd down and 9. Another passing situation for Dazzo and the Crabs. Back to throw. Mike deep down the field, knocked away. Had a receiver, but undercut by Koma Kaleka, who's had a phenomenal game. And Baltimore will punt. On the return. Kaleka a little slow to get up, and then a little celebration afterwards. Super Bowl coming up. It's about 2 hours away now. Hope everybody enjoys the big game. This game in some ways did not live up to the hype, as Gage was hurt and the Maulers just crushed the Crabs. 3 wide receiver set. Abra add more to his total today. Cooley makes that catch for another first down. A full house here in Minnesota. Have a winning team to be proud of. Haven't had the Vikings too good in a long time.
What's the pass? What's the pass?
More receiver set. Marconi's pass is incomplete. I don't think Miller was looking for it. Brings up 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10 from your Maulers, 48-yarder.
Big Vine leading the Pick'em after 1 week with 40 points. T Paternity 231.2 in fantasy points. Pass is incomplete, and boy, did they get Lions on a PI. Crabs just
number 59.
A very rough day.
The ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
Spot foul, first down to the Crab 44. PI called on number 59, 3rd or maybe 4th PI accepted today.
Showtime.
1st and 10.
First down and 10 from the 44. There's no running out the clock here in Minneapolis. Marconi, pass, left-hand side, and again, that was Kenneth Lyons. He just comes up to try to make the play, and Abarazzo blows right past him. First down to the Crab 34. This is, I never thought I'd see the day when a receiver, I mean, he's got to have almost 25 receptions. It's just simply unbelievable. 4 wide receivers. Marconi back to throw. He avoids a sack and then is sacked. Loss of 7. A rare opportunity for the Crabs to get pressure in the face of Marconi. Sanford on that sack. 2nd and 17 keeps the clock rolling.
2nd and 16 from the Crabs, 40-yarder.
Down. Sit. That stuff felt good. That stuff felt good. Trim's open. Watch left. Watch left. Gun, gun.
4 receivers. Marconi. Deep ball down the field. Caught by Abarazzo to the 10. Just racking it up. If you didn't think he would have as good a game as he did last week, in some ways this has been a better performance, as again Kenneth Lyons out of position. receivers trying to get over 50 points. Marconi against a blitz, goes opposite the blitz pass, caught, but out of the back of the end zone. And Cooley frustrated. He thought he had his third score of the day. 14 receptions on 22 targets.
Second and goal.
Down. Sit. I'm checking counter. I'm checking counter.
Marconi under center on a second and goal from the 10. Throws past the 5, and Baratsabo, oh, they ruled it that his leg or his knee touched down at the goal line, 3rd and goal. But another catch for Ianojo.
3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal, 4 receiver set, trips to the left, and again, Baltimore doesn't look like they're ready for it. As Marconi's pass to the back of the end zone. Oh, it is actually an interception. I stand corrected. Baltimore was ready for it. Henry Hittner with the INT, the 3rd of the day for Marconi, the 1st of the season for Henry Hittner. Pass was knocked to Hittner by Joe Lynn, and at least the Crabs don't give up another touchdown there. So 7:19 remains in the ball game, 48-20. Receiver to either side. Dazzo's pass is off target, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Jesse Graham, the corner, defending. Dazzo's got to get rid of that ball a little bit sooner. Would have had Outdad for the 1st down. Right there. Graham was not looking. And Dazzo a little late. Graham able to recover. SFL Sunday doubleheaders return next week to the SFL Network at 3. It's the Cleveland Vipers against the Orlando Intimidators. And at 6, the Baltimore Crabs finally get a home game against the 1-0 Honolulu Legends. Next week, starting at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern.